the man's a psychopath, but I kinda like it.
I'm the villain that they all know.
Sean Strickland is a beast. Big, tall, long, and dangerous.
I'm not a good guy, I'm a villain. If you have something good in life, I'm gonna take it from you.
After winning the title against Stylebender, Sean Strickland has become a hot topic in the UFC. His journey to fame is more than just his championship win against Adesanya. It's a saga of personal battles and resilience. Few know of the childhood trauma and the harrowing motorcycle accident he overcame on his path to the top. In this video, we uncover the true story of a man who fought against the odds to claim his place in the world of mixed martial arts. Let's delve deeper and explore his journey. Like many fighters, MMA has profoundly impacted Sean's life. He's openly shared his tumultuous childhood, marred by trauma due to his father's abuse. Sean has recounted the harrowing details of being beaten along with his mother, describing his father as abusive, alcoholic, and later addicted to pills. He despised everything his father represented. Sean's upbringing was further complicated by his grandfather, who indoctrinated him with neo-Nazi ideology. This background fueled an immense amount of aggression, which Sean often vented at school and towards his father. After being expelled for a hate crime, his mother took a decisive step by enrolling him in an MMA gym. There, training alongside people of diverse backgrounds, Sean began to shed his prejudiced views, influenced by the kindness of those who did not share his skin color. In 2008, Sean made his debut in King of the Cage and quickly amassed 12 victories in the promotion. He captured the championship belt and defended it multiple times, paving his way to a contract with UFC. In 2014, Sean Strickland entered the UFC world undefeated and carrying his King of the Cage belt. His first fight was against Bubba McDaniel. They started fighting by throwing punches at each other, but Bubba tried to change the game by wrestling. That move didn't go so well for him. During the fight, Bubba managed to take Sean down, but Sean wasn't going to give up that easily. He fought back, defending and then attacking Bubba with strong wrestling moves. In the end, Sean won the fight with a submission called a rear naked choke, surprising everyone because he's known for his boxing skills, but not necessarily his submission game. Later, Sean faced a tough fight against Santiago Ponzinibbio and suffered his first ever loss. But he didn't let that stop him. He kept fighting and winning in his subsequent fights. In 2016, Sean had a big fight against Alex Garcia because he earned his first TKO stoppage victory. Near the end of the fight, Sean stopped Alex's takedown attempt, stunned him with a powerful jab, and then finished the fight with a series of strong moves. This win showed everyone Sean's skill and determination. It was a big moment for him in the UFC. Even though Sean joined the UFC in 2014 and was quite active, he didn't become very famous at first. In 2018, he had a bad motorcycle accident that caused him many injuries, including one that needed knee surgery. It took him 2 years to recover.
I got in an accident. It wasn't my fault, but I've been blacked out for a good minute. I just came to after surgery. It's gonna be a long road back, but I love fighting, so I'll get back on the ball and make it happen. Alright. Thanks for the support, guys.
When he came back, he moved to the middleweight division because of the injuries and his increased weight. Many people thought he wouldn't be as strong as before, but Sean proved them all wrong by coming back even stronger than ever. His return fight was against Jack Marshman. In this fight, Sean didn't just win, he dominated, both physically and mentally. He landed heavy punches and trash-talked his opponent during the fight, showing his toughness and his ability to play mind games. Next, he fought Brendan Allen, a rising star at the time, and won impressively in the second round. His strategy and step-by-step attacks were simply too much for Allen. Then came a series of victories against notable fighters like Yotko, Uriah Hall, and Jack Hermanson. He won these fights easily, showing his skill and determination. Sean's journey led him to a challenging match against a terrifying opponent known as Poatan, or Alex Pereira, a former kickboxing champion in 2 divisions and currently 2-division UFC champion too. Pereira had to face Sean to get a chance at fighting Israel Adesanya, making it a critical fight for both fighters. This matchup was seen as a tough one for any striker, but it was also a chance for Sean to prove himself once again. In the ring with Alex, Sean chose to fight standing up, a bold move that soon backfired. He was quickly knocked out in the very first round by Alex's devastating left hook and a strong right cross. This loss was a shock, ending his streak of wins and leaving fans stunned. After this tough defeat and another close loss against Jared Cannonier, many started to doubt if Sean could make a comeback to the top, but Sean wasn't ready to give up. He had different plans. Next up was a fight against Nasruddin Imavov, where Sean was seen as the slight underdog. In this intense 5-round battle, he reminded everyone of his strength. With a phenomenal jab, relentless pressure, and impressive stamina, Sean dominated the fight, proving his critics wrong. Then came an interesting match against Abus Magomedov. Abus had experience outside of the UFC, fighting in PFL and KSW, but Sean was way more experienced in the UFC and was only slightly favored against Abus, who had only one victory in the UFC. In the first round, Sean played it smart. He let Abus use his energy throwing kicks while he observed and waited. As Abus began to tire, Sean turned up the pressure. By the second round, he unleashed a barrage of punches in 4 to 6 punch combos, overwhelming Abus and earning a second round TKO victory. This win against the tough Russian-born fighter was a testament to Sean's fighting spirit and intelligence in the ring. Meanwhile, Izzy claimed his revenge against Alex Pereira with a knockout, and Dricus du Plessis secured a victory over former champion Robert Whittaker. With the middleweight belt up for grabs, Dricus unexpectedly dropped out of the title fight. The stage was set for someone to step up, and that someone was Sean. He accepted the fight against one of the greatest middleweights of all time on short notice. Many thought Sean was just in it for the payday, assuming he stood no chance against Izzy. But as he's done time and time again, Sean proved the doubters wrong. In the first round, Sean took everyone by surprise, knocking Izzy down and nearly finishing the fight early. Throughout the bout, he maintained pressure, landing jab-cross combos and blocking Izzy's strikes. In a stunning display, Sean pushed forward until the end, never backing down or shifting to wrestling, even when the title was nearly his. He dethroned one of the best middleweights in his prime, marking a significant moment in his career. Now, Sean is preparing for another major fight against Dricus, a promising contender once set to face Izzy. The two have already exchanged harsh words, stirring up bad blood. Sean taunted Dricus and his coach, while Dricus brought up Sean's painful childhood.
Make motherfuckers bleed, and Dricus is the next one who's gonna fucking bleed.
You think your dad beat the shit out of you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me. I'm gonna show you what it's like to Dricus. Every childhood memory you have is gonna come back when I'm in there with you. Yeah, oh, I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah, you did hit a nerve, you bitch.
So what kind of an asshole sits Strickland next to du Plessis? This asshole. That's who.
The tension is high, and as Sean's first title defense approaches, the anticipation builds. Sean is known for his outstanding boxing skills, endurance, and ability to control the distance. Dricus is recognized for his strength, ground game, and powerful standing punches. While Sean is the more technical striker, Dricus brings formidable power. Questions arise about the ground advantage, especially with Sean's training partner, Georgian fighter Roman Dolidze, praising Sean's underrated grappling skills. In one of the Georgian interviews, he said that Sean is a phenomenal grappler, and these words carry weight, considering Dolidze's reputation as a top submission artist. As the fight draws near, everyone is asking, will Sean defend his title and establish a lasting reign, or is this just a brief highlight in his journey? The answers will soon be revealed, but one thing is clear: Sean has already achieved much, overcoming injuries, losses, and even dethroning a great champion. His story of resilience and determination continues to unfold in the UFC.